Hey guys, so one of the topics I get asked most frequently, especially from first-time home buyers, has to do with the down payment. Okay, there are tons of people out there who still think you need 20% down in order to buy a home, and that's simply not true. There's actually conventional loan programs now where you only need to put as little as 3% down. FHA requires a 3.5% down payment, and if you're a veteran or you're buying in a rural area, there's actually programs where you don't need any money down at all. Okay, so today I want to talk about down payment assistance for those that are going to need to come up with one. There's actually a lot of programs out there available to you from the state of Maryland in the form of grants, in the form of forgivable loans that I want to tell you all about today. So click on the link in my bio and we'll go from there. Right in and talk about some of these options that are available to you for down payment assistance. And before I dive right in, I kind of just want to throw a disclaimer out there. Something that you should know upfront about down payment assistance programs is that just about all of them are going to require some form of counseling, okay? Whether that's online, which is the case for most of them and can be done pretty quickly, or in person. Please talk to me first before you try to take advantage of any of these programs so I can tell you exactly what form of counseling you need, okay? And you also need to do that counseling and get a certificate prior to putting an offer on a home. So don't think if you're in the middle of the process now, you've already got a home, that you've made an offer on, these aren't going to be available to you. This is for people who are just starting the process and haven't actually picked out a home yet, okay? So as far as the programs go, the biggest one here in the state of Maryland for down payment assistance is going to be Maryland Mortgage Program. Okay, Maryland Mortgage Program is going, for the most part, going to require a 640 credit score to take advantage of any of these programs. Okay, and you can learn. I'm going to summarize, but you can learn a lot more and in more detail by going and checking out the Maryland Mortgage Program website, which I'm going to go ahead and list right above here. All right, so the first program with Maryland Mortgage Program is called Maryland Mortgage Premier. Okay, and this is probably their flagship program. Okay, and how it works is you can get $5,000. Okay, that can go towards down payment or closing costs that you don't need to pay back. There's no interest and no monthly payments required. Okay, it is a repayable loan, but there's no monthly minimum obligation. You just pay it off, and that can happen a year from when you take it out, or it can happen 30 years down the line, and you're not going to have to pay any interest on that. You'll only be paying back the principal of $5,000. Okay. The next one is called. The next one probably gives you the most balance in terms of down payment assistance while also keeping the rate pretty low. Okay. It's called First Time Advantage with 3% assist, okay? And the name kind of says it all on this one. You'll get a slightly lower interest rate than a lot of the other down payment assistance programs, and you can still get 3% that goes towards down payment money or closing costs. And you don't have to pay this loan back until you sell the house, you pay the mortgage off, or you refinance, okay? Next one I'm going to talk about is the one that gets you the most money towards down payment. Okay, it's called the 4% Grant Assist. Once again, the name kind of says it all, but basically you get 4% towards down payment or closing costs that you don't have to pay back. It'll be completely forgiven in 5 years, and you're done with it. It's basically free money. And the last one with Maryland Mortgage Program I wanted to share with you is called Smart Buy 2.0. Okay, and this is the one that I'm going to look at if we talk and I find out you have student loans. Okay, because with this program, you can actually pay off between $1,000 up to $40,000 worth of student loans. Okay, in the form of a second loan. Okay, that you don't have to pay back. it'll be completely forgiven in 5 years, okay? And for, depending on the balance of your student loans, if your balance is 20,000 or higher, this may take, 10 to 15 years worth of student loan payments away for you, okay? And without having to worry about those monthly payments, might qualify you to buy a bigger house or, have a bigger mortgage, all right? So those are the main ones for Maryland Mortgage Program. Like I said, check out the website if you want to learn a little bit more, or call me. There's also programs out there depending on where you're looking to buy. Okay, so Maryland Mortgage Program is available for the entire state. In Baltimore City, there are some specific programs that you can look into if you want to be in the city. Okay, Vacants to Value, okay, is one of the that's probably the one you can get the most money. You can get as much as $10,000 towards down payment and closing costs if you're buying a home that's been distressed or vacant for at least 1 year. Okay. Other options in Baltimore City are one's called Buying into Baltimore. This is a $5,000 incentive that you can use towards buying a home anywhere in the city of Baltimore after you attend a trolley tour of the city. Not making this up, if you go attend a trolley tour and drive around the city, you might have a chance to get $5,000 from the city. And then the last one is called the CDBG Block Grant. And this one is for designated areas of Baltimore City, okay, where you can get $5,000 towards your down payment and closing costs, okay. On that one, there are certain household income requirements you have to meet. So again, just give me a call. I'll see if it might be an option for you. We talked about the city in Baltimore County. There's also plenty of options for you. You can always use Maryland Mortgage Program and those programs I mentioned. But you can also look at the SELP program, which is one that can get you as much as $10,000 if you're a first-time home buyer in Baltimore County. And then lastly, we actually just rolled out with this one 2 weeks ago, last Monday, where we have an FHA program where you can get a 3.5% grant that you don't have to pay back, okay? And this one kind of is going to help for those clients who don't necessarily have a 640 credit score. On this one, you can go down to as low as 620 and get this grant. And effectively, end up, if the minimum down payment requirement for FHA is 3.5%, you get a 3.5% grant from this program, basically gives you an FHA loan with no down payment required. Okay. So as you can see, there's a lot of assistance that's out there to you if you're a home buyer in the state of Maryland, especially if you're a first timer. And I generally try to stay away from just listing I call this the what. These are programs that are available. I want you to consider the why you should work with us. The reason is we have more experience using these programs than any other lender in the state. Go ahead and take a look at this slide. This is the list of lenders that are approved from Maryland Mortgage Program to use their programs. And you'll see that we are number one on the list in the entire state of Maryland. Okay, this means that we have closed more loans than anyone else using these programs. And what that means is you're getting processors and underwriters who are very, very familiar with the loan process, okay? To make your life as easy as possible. These, truthfully, aren't easy programs to complete. But when you're working with the right lender, like us, they can get done pretty quickly and hassle-free for you without any stress coming your way. All right, so that's pretty much it. If you or anyone you know is looking to buy a home in the near future and they've been holding off because they want to save more money or don't quite think they have enough money yet for the down payment, have them get in touch with me because with the plethora of programs that are available, we may find that there is something available to them to get them into the home faster and experience the dream of becoming a homeowner. All right, thank you, and we'll see you next week.